أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, can you please raise your hands? Can the co-host hear me?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakallah. So it's 7:06 and we'll start our class now. Can I have a student for the starting prayer?
Yes, can I have N6181, please?
N6181. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Can you recite the starting prayer for everyone?
Ji. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas sami'ul alim. Our Lord, accept from us, for you are all hearing and all knowing.
Jazakallah. So now I will quickly go through the class etiquettes. So make sure that everyone has performed their wudu before joining the class, and make sure that you cover your heads with a scarf or a cap, and that you have revised your previous lessons. Make sure that you're sitting with an adult and that your audio and video is off throughout the class, and log in with the correct ID, otherwise you will be placed in the waiting room. And during the class, listen attentively and keep your hands down unless you are requested. If you have to leave the classroom, then ask for permission and leave. After the lesson, revise your lessons and complete your assigned homework. And once again, I'll remind everyone that you have a test this Wednesday, and you can prepare for that test by going to this website, nqc.org.uk. And lastly, this class is just an additional support, and therefore you should recite your daily Holy Quran every day. And one more announcement. So as some of you might be aware that this Friday we have our concluding session along with the G1 class. So and also the namaz timing has changed. So the Isha prayer is now at 8. Therefore, the class timing will be changed. The concluding session will be from 6:30 to 7:30. And because of the time change, the class ID will also be changed, and it will be announced in tomorrow's class. So that's all. So today is just another revision class, and today we will be revising chapter 104, Surah Al-Humaza. So first I will recite the surah, and then we will choose a student to recite the same surah. So, and I request all the students that make sure that you recite with me from your homes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة Jazakumullah. So can I request the co-host now to choose a student for this prayer, for this surah?
Can I have N6227?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. N6227.
Waalaikumsalam.
Can you recite this surah for everyone with the correct pronunciation and melody?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة 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 الذي جمع مالا وعددا
الذي
جمع مالا وعددا
مالا وعدده. So here we are doing idgham with the nasal sound. So it will be malan wa. Okay, not malan. Okay.
Okay. مالا وعددا
Well done.
يحسب أن ماله أغلده
ماله أخلده. 3 seconds.
ماله أخلده ولا لا ينبذن في الحطمة
كلا لينبذن.
كلا لا ينبذن في الحطمة
في الحطمة.
في
So
الحطمة.
yeah, when we pause at the end of this verse, we won't pronounce this as ta. It will be changed into ha. So these two dots, imagine. So you won't pronounce them. Okay.
Okay. وما أدراك ما الحطمة
So here, adraka kalkala on dal, the highlighted in red. You have to perform kalkala. So instead of adraka, adraka.
أدراك ما الحطمة حطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة
Amadim mumaddada. So again, it won't be amadin because we are joining din with mim mushaddad. So it will become amadim mumaddada.
عمد ممددة.
Okay, jazakumullah. So is N6227 going to
You can hear Al-Lahab, Al-Nasr from them.
okay? Unless N6227.
Sorry, I muted. If you just hold 1 second. Go ahead.
N67. Have you memorized Surah Al-Lahab?
Yes.
Okay.
I've already read it.
Okay. Can you recite Surah An-Nasr?
Yes. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
Okay. Jazakumullah. Let me go to the surah. So here, mashallah, you have memorized the surah really well, just a few mistakes in the pronunciation. So first of all, in the third verse, you see highlighted in red, the dal,
G.
you have to perform kalkala there. So as I mentioned in the previous surah, instead of yadkhuluna, it will be yadkhuluna, okay? A jerking sound. And then here at nillahi, you went really fast and you just said nillahi. So you have to prolong it because it has vertical fatha. So it will be dinillahi. Okay. And lastly, in the fourth verse, last verse, on top of ha here, innahu, we have the inverted dhamma. So you have to prolong it for 2 seconds counts or beats. Okay.
Okay.
And you said that you have already recited Surah Al-Lahab. That's fine. So if you have memorized it, can you recite it again?
G.
Okay.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حملة الحطب
Can you recite from Sayasla?
سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay. Jazakumullah. Let me go to the surah. So your memorization again, it's really good, but a few mistakes in the pronunciation. So first of all, in the first verse, on top of ba we have mushaddad, so it won't be tabat, it will be tabbat. Okay, you have to make a double sound. Okay, and then here, as you can see in highlighted, it won't be lahabin watab. If on top of wa, if we didn't had the stroke of shadda, then you can say lahabin. But because it's followed by waw mushaddad, it will be lahabin watab.
Okay.
Okay, so make a nasal sound and join them two. And then naran here in the fourth verse, because on next to noon we have the alif of elongation, so you have to say naran. Okay,
Okay.
not naran. So make sure that you do it with the properly. And again in the last verse you made the same mistake, so you we have tanween on top of lam, so you just said hablun, but because it's followed by mim mushaddad, what can you tell me how it would be in the right way? Can you recite it? I just mentioned in the first verse.
في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, so it won't be hablun, it will be hablum mim masad. Can you hear the difference?
حبل من مسد.
Mim masad. So not lun and not min. Okay,
Okay.
make sure that you make the nasal sound, but the sound of noon won't be clear. So it's not hablun, it's hablum mim masad. Okay, jazakallah.
Exactly.
And have you also memorized Surah Al-Kafirun?
How does that?
It's on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, you can start reciting it.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدتم
Ma a'bud.
أو ما عبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Okay, jazakumullah. So again, you have memorized really well. Just here in the fourth verse, you kind of forgot. So it's a'bud, not you said abattum.
Yeah.
So if you go over the surah again and again, that should be fine. And in terms of pronunciation, you were, as you can see in the first verse, second verse, we have a lot of madde saghir in this surah. Do you think what mistake do you think you made?
I didn't prolong it enough.
Yeah. So you were prolonging it in the last few verses, but in the first 3 verses it was a bit short. So make sure that you correct that mistake. And yeah, that should be fine. So make sure that you do that and memorize the other chapters as well, as you know that you have a test coming this week. So jazakumullah. Can we have another student?
Yes, can I have A5224, please?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A5224.
Yes.
Sorry.
Assalamualaikum.
Which surah is A5224 going to recite?
Surah Al-Humza, At-Takathur, Quraysh, and Adiyat.
Okay. A5224.
Yes.
Have you memorized Surah Al-Humaza?
I only know half of it.
Okay. What about Al-Adiyat?
I don't know any other one, but I know Surah Al-Quraysh.
Okay. So you haven't memorized Surah Al-Humaza completely?
No, not completely.
Okay. What about Surah Takathur
No,
and Al-Qariya?
no.
Okay. That's fine, but you know, right, that you have a test upcoming, so make sure that you memorize as many as possible out of these chapters, okay?
Okay. But I can recite Surah Al-Qur'an.
You have already recited Al-Qurash, so
I I I don't think I have.
okay, you can start reciting Surah Al-Humaza instead. I will listen to half of it, and then yeah, you can work on that, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة همزة الذي جمع مالا وأخلده
مالا وعدده
مالا وأخلده
قدده
قدده
يحسب
يحسب أن
ماله
ماله أخلده. That's all I know.
okay, that's fine. So if you try to memorize this chapter tonight, maybe you can um get a turn tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Jazakumullah. Can we have another student?
Can I have N6223, please?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum Assalam Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuhu. Which surah is N6223 going to recite?
Surah Quraysh, Al-Adiyat, and Al-Zilzal.
Okay, N6223.
Yes.
Memorize Surah Al-Qurash.
Yes.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
Jazakumullah. So let me go to the surah. Yeah. So you have memorized it really well, and you didn't make a lot of pronunciation mistakes either. So in the last verse, it's as I have mentioned to the previous students, this is the ta, it's highlighted in red, so you know that you have to make a jerking sound. So instead of at'amahum, it will be at'amahum. Okay?
Yes.
And then instead of min ju'in, it will be ju. Okay?
Yeah.
And apart from that, in the first verse, I think you went really quickly and you said li'ilafi. So it won't be li'ilafi because alif is followed by ya of elongation. So you have to say li'ilafi Quraysh. Okay?
Yeah.
And then in the second verse, ilafihim. So because there is vertical kasra and vertical fatha, you have to prolong both of them equally. Okay?
Yep.
Have you also memorized Surah Al-Adiyat?
Yes.
Okay, you can also start reciting that.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه لحب الخير لشديد.
So, what if N6223,
Yes.
can you start from Innal Insana?
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلمون إذا بؤسر ما في القبور
وحصل
ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير.
Jazakallah. So, mashallah, you have memorized the surah really well. Just a few mistakes in the pronunciation. So, yeah, here. So, as I've mentioned to you in the previous surah, the letters highlighted in red, they are the letters of qalqala, so you have to perform a jerking sound. So instead of zobha, it will be zobha, qadha. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
So instead of naq'a, it will be naq'a, fawasatna, lakanud. Alright? And the other pronunciation mistake is that here it will be innal insana. Okay, I mentioned in the previous surah as well. It won't be insana. The noon sound will be, you have to hide it, so kind of like silent, but you have to pronounce a nasal sound, so it will be insana. Do you understand the difference?
Yep.
Okay, Jazakallah. And have you also memorized Surah Zilzal?
No.
The one on the screen?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So you can go home and when you revise the other surahs, try to memorize this surah as well so that you are prepared for the test, okay? Jazakumullah.
Zakillah.
Can we have the next student?
Now you can have A5191.
A5191, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. A5191,
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam.
Have you memorized Surah Al-Adiyat?
No.
Okay. And what about Surah Zilzal?
I haven't memorized any of these and I am memorizing them and I have also got some school tests.
Okay, that's fine. Try to memorize them, okay? Because as you know, this course will end on Friday. So, yeah, try to memorize the last two surahs as well. Jazakallah. Can we have another student?
Can I have N6206?
N6206. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Have you memorized Surah Zilzal?
Ji.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره.
Jazakallah. So, mashallah, you memorized this word really well, and your pronunciation was good as well. So, there aren't many pronunciation mistakes that I saw, just a few very basic ones. So, here in the first verse, you know the difference between this letter here and this letter here, right?
Mhm.
So, because there are two different letters, we have to make different sounds as well. So, here again. So, this one, it's going to be iza, so like kind of from the tip of the tongue. And this one, it's simple like Z, so zulzilat. So, can you hear the difference between za and za?
She.
So again here it will be yawma idhin. So yeah, that's a very small basic mistake, but it can change the meaning of the translation. So you have to be really careful. But apart from that, you performed all of the rules very carefully. So that's really good. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Can we have the next student?
Can I have A5193?
A5193. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. A5193. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Have you memorized Surah Al-Adiyat?
Yes.
Okay, and you have also memorized Surah Zilzal?
I've memorized tiny bit part of it.
Okay, that's fine. You can start reciting Surah Al-Adiyat.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. العاديات ضبحا والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا ما في القبور إذا بؤسر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم إن الخير لشا
Can you recite again from inna?
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير.
Okay. Jazakumullah.
Hello?
Yeah, let me go to the verse, the chapter. So, mashallah, you have memorized the surah really well. Just a few mistakes in terms of memorization. So, first of all, in the first verse, the first time you recited, you said al-adiyat. So, don't forget that there is a wa. So, it will be wal-adiyat, okay? And then here, in the 10th verse, you forgot bu'sira. So you got confused and you started reciting from somewhere else. So afala ya'lamu idha, and then you forgot bu'sira, and then you just went al-qubur. So make sure that you go over the surah again and again tonight and correct that mistake. And then you started forgetting a little bit in the last verse. So yawma izil khabir. So the last time you recited, you said it correctly, but before that you were kind of forgetting it. So make sure you go over that as well. In terms of pronunciation, it was really good. Just as I said to the previous students, the rule of qalqala. So you know the rule of qalqala, right? A5193.
Hello, your voice is a bit cutting.
Okay, can you hear it clearly now?
Yes,
Okay, so you know the rule of qalqala, right?
yes.
All these letters highlighted in red, they are the huruf qalqala. So you have to make a jerking sound. So instead of dabha, it will be dabha, qadha, and la shahid. Okay?
Okay.
And then there's one more rule, which is the rule of ikhfa. As I mentioned to the previous student, it won't be insana, it will be insana. Okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah. So you haven't memorized the last chapter, right? This one?
Yes.
So make sure that you do that as well. Okay? Jazakumullah. Can we have the next student? Can I request the co-host to choose another student?
Yeah, sorry. A5196.
A5196. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
I'm unable to unmute. So can we have N6224?
Okay. N6224. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu. Have you memorized the last few chapters?
Like which one exactly?
Surah Al-Qariya. Have you memorized?
Sort of.
Okay. What about Surah Al-Adiyat?
Yeah, I have memorized that one.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والآتيات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يومئذ
Yeah,
أفلا يومئذ بؤثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن
okay. And six,
إن ربهم بهم
yeah.
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Can you recite again from Afala?
Okay. أفلا يومئذ
Okay, that's not right. That's fine. So let me go to the chapter. The reason why I asked you to recite it again, because the first time you said it, you forgot and you said some words which aren't here. So yeah, before that you were doing just fine. So if you go over this surah again and again tonight, it should be fine. And you were forgetting here. You forgot this word lakanud, right? So make sure that you go over it again and again, and these mistakes in memorization should be corrected by that. In terms of pronunciation, your pronunciation was really good, and you applied the rule of qalqala as well. Just here, fawassatna, here on ta, you it was a bit like I couldn't hear it. So if you go over it again, instead of fawassatna, it will be fawassatna. So yeah. And apart from that, it was fine. And after the verse 9, you were getting a bit confused in the verses. So make sure that you pay special attention to that when revising this. So, Jazakallah. Can we have another student?
Can we try A5196 again?
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. A5196, have you memorized Surah Zilzal?
Yes.
Okay. Then you can start reciting it.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Let me go to the chapter. So you have memorized the surah really well, but just a few. So in terms of memorization, you were forgetting in the 7th verse.
Yeah.
You started forgetting like after Yawma Izin.
Yeah, I
So
get confused.
yeah, so that's fine. It will be fine if you go over it again and again. So make sure that you do that. And in terms of pronunciation, as I said to the previous students, the letters highlighted in blue, that's where you have to perform a nasal sound, but the sound of noon, it should not be clear. So it won't be insana, insanu. It will be insanu. Okay? Yawma izin tuhaddis. And then lastly here, zarratin sharran yarah. So apart from that, your pronunciation was really good. So just make sure that you keep revising all the surahs so that you don't make any mistakes and you don't forget.
And I wanted to say that, you know the HIFZ test that coming up?
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yeah, normally, whenever we have a HIFZ test, what do you call it? We have a half an hour test because, like, you do a half an hour class and then the other teacher, he does the other half.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this time,
is it possible for you to do like a whole 1 hour class?
inshallah, I think it will be not a complete whole hour because obviously there is introduction, but inshallah this time it will be a longer test, and hopefully Hafiz Sahib will be testing everyone. So yeah, don't worry about that. If you have completed the entire target, so then you might get picked. So just be prepared.
And yeah, my mom wanted to say something.
Yeah.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।
जी मैंने आप सब लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करना था।
Okay.
ये सब क्लास खत्म हो रही है, मेरे बेटे ने बहुत कुछ सीखा है आपसे।
Okay, Jazakumullah. Inshallah, in the concluding session, we will choose, I think our G2 in charge might choose some parents to like tell us and give their feedback. So
Okay.
yeah.
थैंक यू सो मच। मैं अपनी बेटी को भी एडमिशन दिलवाना चाहती हूँ इसमें G2 क्लास में नेक्स्ट टाइम। वो है 14 साल की है, तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि उसकी भी अच्छी प्रैक्टिस हो जाए। सम मिस्टेक हैं उनकी भी।
Okay. Inshallah, she can take part next year in September. The next course will start next year. So now we are running short on time. So I will quickly move on to the next student. Jazakallah.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Can I ask the co-host to choose another student?
Can I have Nqc 189?
Nqc 189. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Have you memorized Surah Al-Kafirun?
Yes.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Okay. Nqc 189.
Yeah.
Can I ask you to recite again, and this time recite it slowly, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدت ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدت.
Stop there in 629. Wala antum. Can you start from there?
ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم
Okay, it's not abattum, it's abud. Okay?
Okay.
And then wala ana abidum ma abattum. Okay, let me go to the surah. Yeah, so here, first of all, you are a bit confused because there are two verses that are exactly the same. So verse 4 and verse 6, they're exactly the same, and because of that, a lot of students get confused. And I think that's what's happening with you as well. In the fourth verse, you kept on saying ma abattum. So I think you're getting again confused with this and this. So make sure that you go over the surah again and again and correct that. And after wala antum abiduna ma abattum, you were saying the sixth verse, but that means you are missing the verse 5 completely. Okay? So make sure that you correct that. Okay? So don't worry. It was really good. A lot of students get confused, but make sure that you go over this again and again so that your confusion is not there anymore, okay? And that you don't swap words. So, Jazakallah. Now we have to conclude our class and make sure that everyone revises chapter 1 and chapter 99 to 114 if you have memorized them all. If you haven't memorized them, then try to memorize as much as possible, because as you know that you have a test on the 19th of December on Wednesday, and that will be your final test. So make sure that you do as much as possible before that. And inshallah, the test will be examined by Hafiz Sahib. So, and don't worry if you don't want to recite, or if you feel like you haven't memorized all the surah, you won't be picked. So, but make sure that you do attend that last test, because attendance is really important. And lastly, on Friday, inshallah, we'll have our concluding session, and it will be along with all the G1 students. So, and also because of the changing in the namaz times, the class will start from 6:30 and it will end on 7:30. So because of the change in timing, the ID for the class will be changed as well, but it will only be for the concluding session. So don't worry about the ID. It will be given to you and announced in the tomorrow's class. So yeah, that's all. And also I wanted to announce, I've said this before as well, but once again, that in the concluding session, the tilawah will be done by one of the G2 students. So that's why we have been asking all the students to recite with a good melody, so that we can choose a student for the concluding session to do the tilawat. And the nazam will inshallah be done by a G1 student. So yeah, that's it. Can we have a student for the ending prayer?
Can I have N6 218, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you quickly recite this ending prayer?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. O Allah, accept this effort and service from us, for you are the most hearing, the most knowing.
Jazakumullah. So with this, we'll end our today's lecture. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can I ask the co-host to end the meeting?
Yes, that's fine. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.